Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to work smarter, not harder in your marriage. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because many of us, if we're in what we would categorize as unhappy marriage, or if there are a lot of challenges even, we are most often already working very hard. We have emotional fatigue. We're putting time and energy and effort into resolving whatever those challenges are, which is really probably why you're even here visiting the channel. So we are already putting in a lot of work. But the challenge that happens is that a lot of times we end up doing the same thing over and over again, even though the results haven't yielded really any benefit. They keep giving us the same results. At work, in your business life, in other realms of your life, that isn't necessarily the case. You might be a great problem solver. And then for some reason within the relationship, there's a little bit of a deviation from that. And I want to help bring that element back in, more of an analytical approach. So after the argument, grab a journal. See if you can remember the events of the argument and act like you're an observing third party, like a reporter, objective reporter. And I want you to write down in objective terms what happened. He said this, or she said this, then I said this, then this happened, and then I reacted this way, and then my partner left. Now I want you to do this second part after you've calmed down. And that is to now look at your journal, look at the entries, and see what is there. What you're going to do now is you're going to extrapolate data from that. You're going to look at not the exact words that were being said, but the actions, kind of more the global actions that were taking place. So an example is, in the first part, you would have said, I said this. In the second part, as you're looking through this, I invite you to see what that action was. What did that action represent? I criticized my partner. Okay. Or I blamed my partner. Or my partner came in and criticized me. Then he stared off in the distance. What was that? Was it staring off in the distance, or was it withdrawing? He or she slammed the door and left. They ended the argument through leaving. Then once you do that, now you get to really look at patterns that are happening in the relationship and be as honest as possible. What happens with you? See if you can, like a fly on the wall, observe what happens with you. What happens with your spouse? And in that way, you can kind of study. And these actions become a little bit more predictable. Oh, when I use X, Y, and Z strategy, my partner uses this strategy. Okay, interesting. And looking at that, and over time, if you do this enough, you will start to see patterns emerge from that. We can spend time hitting our head against the wall and repeating the same patterns and living in this kind of state of confusion. But that probably will result in further disconnection, further loneliness. Or you can study the relationship, get an understanding of this certain dynamic, start putting words to what's happening so you can have a little bit more clarity and some real fruitful dialogue with your spouse. This will likely cause you to feel more in control, more at ease in your relationship, more confident in how to navigate these kind of tricky waters, one step closer to understanding. Thank you so much for watching. Click here to learn more if you'd like to see another one of my videos, and hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.